And thanks for sticking with us here at 4:30. Joining me live now in studio is LMPD Chief Paul Humphrey. Chief, thanks for coming in. We appreciate it every time you come in. It's part of you going forward in the new way you want LMPD to be transparent. We appreciate it. And wanted to talk to you about, you've got a meeting tonight about the new LMPD, if you will. Kind of tell us about that. The mayor is helping organize and getting feedback from the public on the new direction.
Well, there's a town hall involving me and several of the mayor's staff where we're going to talk about LMPD, and it's based around that history of policing report that they've had a town hall on before. And what we're talking about is where do we go from here? What does LMPD do going forward to make sure that the community trusts that we're going to do our job the right way and we're going to do it well?
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And that's probably going to be an ongoing process, I guess, for a while now?
Absolutely. Any opportunities that we have to interact with the public, answer questions, so that people know what we're doing and why we're doing it, I think is very important. So it's not just me, the chief, that's going to be doing things like that or things like these interviews, but it's important that we have many faces that represent LMPD that are out here explaining to people what we're doing.
Okay. You were called to testify yesterday in the retrial of Brett Hankerson, the former LMPD detective that's charged in the Breonna Taylor case. And you were asked for your reaction to his actions the night of the raid. Can you just share with us what you testified about? There was another officer who basically testified, had the same reaction today. Can you tell us about that?
Well, I'm not privy to the testimony of anybody else at this point, but my role in that was I was testifying in relation to classes that I taught, specifically related to use of force. That's part of what I've done in my past history. Is I was an instructor, and so I was up there to answer questions about how we train and how we teach related to use of force, and not specifically about the Brett Hankerson case or Brett Hankerson's performance, but giving the court an understanding of what our expectations are from a training standpoint.
Okay. And let's talk about the mask ordinance a little bit. You guys have already used it since it's been reinstated, if you will. One person was arrested, we know. And there are a lot of people that are in support of it. Right. Again, we're talking about a commission of a crime, someone wearing a mask and a commission of a crime. Can you kind of go over that?
No, I understand that people are nervous about it, right? That anytime you talk about a new initiative or any tool that the police have, there's the potential for it being misused or going the wrong way. And I think our officers understand that. What this is about, this isn't about stopping young black men. This is about keeping young black men alive. When you look at the statistics and they show that for black men between 15 and 24, the cause of death, 50% of the cause of death is homicide. It's not over 4% for white people. That is a shame. And if we're not taking every opportunity to use every tool available to us to save young black men's lives, then we're doing a disservice. Are we going to do things where we mess up or we go too far? 100%. But what we're not going to tolerate is the status quo where we're having over 150 homicides a year. So I enjoy the fact that there's a kind of a robust conversation around this, because that means the community cares about what we're doing and why we're doing it. And I think we're getting good feedback on what the community expects of us. And I want the community to understand that what we're not going to tolerate is crime. So wear your mask as long as you're not robbing, shooting, killing, stealing, and we'll be okay.
Okay.
All right.
Next week, Louisville Metro Council's Public Safety Committee is holding a special meeting to discuss and safety, obviously, and security. And you're going to give a presentation. Can you tell us about that?
Say that again. I'm sorry.
Sure. The Louisville Metro Safety Committee. Next week, you're going to be giving a presentation. Can you tell us anything about that?
Yeah, and I think that's specifically kind of surrounding the mask ordinance, but it's an opportunity to talk about public safety in general and some of the strategies that we want to put forth related to keeping people safe. And so that'll be, I believe, at the Newburgh Community Center. And so it's an opportunity, again, for us to interact with the community about how we are policing and how we can cooperate and work with the community to keep everyone safe.
Okay, and real quick, Chief, and he didn't want us to mention this, but he did receive a national award, the Gary Hayes Award. It's presented annually to law enforcement professionals, we've got a picture here, who demonstrate a commitment to better policing and innovative policies. What did that mean to you? You went to Boston to accept this award, you told me in the commercial break?
Yeah, it was pretty neat because there's some titans of policing that have received that award previously. But that award, again, like anybody who's been successful, they're successful because of the people around them. And there are a lot of good people that pointed me in the right direction and gave me really good advice and brought me into rooms that I never deserved to be in. But then there were a lot of people that I worked with that pushed me farther, and I owe any success that I have to all of those people, the people that I currently work with, currently work for. Success is built in a group. It's not an isolated thing.
All right. Well, Chief, we congratulate you for that award.
Thank you.
Okay. Thanks so much for being here again today. We appreciate it every time you come on.
Yes, ma'am.